back, my name's Charlie and I'm an online English teacher. Today I want to talk about TEFL courses. So, if you've decided you think teaching English as a foreign language could be a good career path for you, and you've googled TEFL courses, you was probably overwhelmed by the amount of courses and information and crazily different prices there were out there. So let's break it down. There are a lot of online TEFL courses available where you complete so many hours of study online and maybe do one weekend in a local university of study with teachers. The positives of doing an online course is it's much cheaper than paying for a 1 full month's intensive course. You don't have to take any time out of your own job, you can work around it. So you're leaving your current job with that qualification ready to go. The negative of this is this qualification isn't recognised in all countries or all schools if you are wanting to actually teach in a school. Most of them require at least, I think it's 10 or 16 hours. I will check it and put it in the description, but most of them require a set amount of hours of actual real teaching experience. The other negative is if you haven't been experienced in teaching or tutoring prior to doing the course, your first job, I imagine, would be quite daunting, going into a lesson having never taught real people before. That being said, I do know teachers that did an online course and went to teach successfully. The next option is to do a full CELTA or TEFL course, which consists of studying and teaching full-time for 1 month. You can do these courses in the UK, or you can go and do them in any country that you like, pretty much. There are a lot of these courses out there. I, of course, am biased to Costa Rica TEFL. This is the course I did in the beautiful beach town of Samara in Costa Rica. If you're interested in doing this course, I have put the link in the description below. Yes, it's more expensive than teaching online, but the teaching is second to none. I felt really supported and really inspired by the teachers. It's run by Barbara, and when I was there, at least, it was a purely female teaching team, which was really empowering to see women be badass and have their own business and teach, and not only be so professional at what they're doing, but they're also giving back to the community that's there, because the students that we kind of practiced on and teach are getting free English lessons because they know they're not getting taught by an already qualified English teacher. That being said, they're not getting bad lessons because your teaching is supervised by your TEFL teachers. So if you did have a complete brain fart and didn't know what you was doing, they would be able to help you get the lesson back on track. In order to choose a TEFL course, if you are wanting to do an intensive 1 month TEFL course, I'd recommend reading reviews online, obviously choosing the country that you want to go to. I'd always dreamed about going to Costa Rica since I was 9 years old and saw a video on the Really Wild show about it. It made sense to me that even if I can't teach in Costa Rica, at least I can spend a whole month there. There were other companies, larger companies with more positive reviews online than Costa Rica TEFL, but there was something about the reviews, about the fact it was a smaller school in a less touristy beach town that really drew me, and it turned out my gut instincts was right. There was just something a bit magical about it. So you might be thinking, well, yeah, I want to teach abroad, but why is it so expensive to learn abroad? It was over £1,000 for the course for Costa Rica TEFL, but the way I looked at it was I got a full month of intensive teaching and got a real qualification at the end of it. For someone's teaching time and effort and planning for a whole month, I think that's quite a fair amount to pay. There's so much iffiness around volunteer tourism, and the fact that some kind of volunteer projects aren't actually doing as much good as they say they are. They're making quite a lot of profit from people paying a lot of money to volunteer, yet the situation they're trying to help volunteer with never gets better. Going to teach is so much more transparent. I know what I was paying for a qualification. New people would come, not even just people from the local town, people would get the bus especially to get these free lessons because it was still cheaper for them than to pay for English lessons privately. So you do your TEFL course in your dream destination. What happens next? The good thing about learning with Costa Rica TEFL was they have contacts all over Costa Rica. The schools recognise the TEFL school as a good one, so if Barbara is putting your name forward, to them that is a good credit. So they support you in getting a job way beyond the course. As it turned out, I realised teaching in a school wasn't right for me, but I had an extensive list of resources of online companies to try, which is how I found the companies I work for now. The other positive about doing the course for 1 month is it starts your travel journey already. You can train in England, but if you have the means to save up and learn abroad in another country, to me, that experience that I had is irreplaceable. So it's up to you which route is best. If you have any more questions about Costa Rica TEFL, drop me a message below. I will reply. The link is in the description below to apply for Costa Rica TEFL. Say Charlie sent you, because they are very generous and do give a financial reward to people that refer future students. Thanks for watching. Join me next week when I'll be talking about how to manage your time as a new online teacher. Don't forget you can keep in touch with me on Instagram at The Travel Bod. You can read my blog at thetravelbod.com, and also I share teaching English tips at Charlie's English channel on Instagram too. I hope this has answered some questions for you on the tons of information there is out there on TEFL courses, and helps you make your decision to go after being your own boss.